Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing good today. Well, a couple months ago I had the Biscuit Rampage where I had Possum and Pros and these in the ELC biscuits here. And today this is going to be a double feature. So in the first game we're going to have Possum on the Airfield map, and then in the second one he's going to be on the Mountain Pass map, and he's going to take these things out and just it's going to do what a bis does. It's kind of like a with this 90mm, man, it's kind of like a TD that can spot for itself but doesn't have a fully traversable turret. And this thing is a little beast, man. So, and Possum's really good in it. As you can see, he's got a 2 mark. So anyway, y'all, without further ado, let's get to it. Thanks for watching. So Possum's team is going to spawn on the east side of this airfield map. And when it gets going, if you notice that each team's got 4 light tanks. Each team has 2 ELC Bisses, Leopards, and Chaffies. And when the game gets going, you know, normally you would expect a light tank to go around the, go down the B line and get in those bushes like B6, B7, or B8 type of area, depending on how aggressive you're going to play. And Possum decides he's going to go center. And it's a good thing too. So both ELC Bisses and the Leopard are going to go center. He's going to basically come over here and get in a bush and basically play TD for a little bit. His Chaffee's going to go north. Instead of going down that B line, he's going to go get in a spot right around D9. I'll mark it on the map here, and he's going to basically play TD and pretty much leave his team blind. So not a very good play on his part, which is going to kind of set up that whole side's going to fall. It's going to fold like a deck of cards because they don't have no vision. The enemy team is going to get spotted. You're going to see that their light tanks are actually going to do a good job of lighting Possum's team up. So it's going to be a gigantic free for all here in the center in just a quick hot minute. You can see the AT2 is coming. There's a KV-1 SA that's been spotted. Their Chaffee's over here, and it's just going to be a big dogfight here in the center. The AT2 is going to swing around south and do what AT2 does, and that's basically point the business end of his tank towards the enemy and just make your life miserable. Things at tier 5, man. It's like a tortoise, and it's just gonna I'll DPM you and just beat you to death. Well, their Crazy Bob's about to die. And there you go. So they're down 1 light tank. You see the enemy team has been spotted up there on the B line. The Wolverines selected them for fire. I don't know. I don't know why they gave up that whole portion of that map, but they did. The Chaffee didn't push. He didn't go get in a good spot in place to really help his team out. Although once you get there, man, it's hard. You're pretty much locked into that fight. You're not really going to go anywhere if you start to lose. I mean, I guess you could always backpedal down the rocks. Yeah, it is what it is. At this point, the die is cast. Just let it play. You have to just let it play out from here. The Wolverine probably doesn't have nothing to shoot at. He probably should move, but he can't because he's locked in. And see, the Chaffee is given the Leopard the business, and Possum takes a shot and kills him. Like I said, man, this ELC with this 90mm gun can dish out the damage like a Hellcat. It doesn't have the penetration of a Hellcat, but it does have the damage. Which is weird. It has higher gun velocity, but it has less penetration. Kind of odd. But for tier, man, this gun is a nightmare at tier 5. Press that number 2 button, and it's even more deadly. Possum's not going to do that. He's trying to go dark here. That AT2, man. It only had a fully traversable turret, dude. See what I mean? He blocks 75. It doesn't have a pile of, it doesn't do a lot of damage per shot, but the DPM, man, it'll just beat you to death. And you can't hardly pin it. You got to hit that little cupola on the top. Stug 3G is dead. He pretty much threw his tank away. I mean, this is tier 5, man. It's something I noticed during the game. There's not a lot of communication occurring. Here comes the KV-1SA. This is a reward tank that was given out for people that's been in the game for over 5 years. So you know that guy's been playing for at least 5 years, or at least the count's been inactive for at least over 5 years. He didn't go to the heavy side, so you know if you look at the north side, the Wolverine's pulled up. Looks like he's trying to spot down the B line. The enemy Leopard's going to be lighting him up. Probably Artie's going to be lighting up the Wolverine. The Chaffee's still stuck where he started the game at. He hasn't moved. There's a Wolverine on his team just died. It's 7-7. Looks like the PZ, one of his teammates, the PZ4 is pulling up. Try to help him. The Churchill 3's decided to go down the south side. It's tied up. Now we'll see how this is going to play out here. So his over there on the heavy side, which is typically the D line, that area right there, his AT2 is sitting back playing sniper TD. But that tank's meant to be an assault TD. You know, it's meant to go get in front of people, get in their faces, and push and be, you know, just be a pain. You know, and here the KV-1's pulling out. And if Possum, if this Biscuit was a little bit taller, he could probably put some shots into him. But it's like a little pancake. There's no way he can get on it. So Possum decides it's time to head back towards base. Looks like the enemy PZ-54 is pulling into the center of the map. And Possum's going to try to get over here and help out his teammates. Well, nope. He decides, no, I'm going to go over here and get in a bush. I think maybe he saw that PZ coming. Great spot, too. Here we go. Yeah, nice spot. Takes a shot. And hits him. Shaved off 245 of his hit point. That was a monumental hit. And, yeah, that dude's dead. So, just like that, still tied up. The AT2 is dead. His team is down by 1. The Chaffee's about to be dead. It's like the Wolverine's working him over, and he's dead. So the Leopard killed the Wolverine. So he was probably shooting him from a little back from where he was last spotted, in those bushes there. So now it's down to Possum, the Leopard, and the 2 Arties. And there's the Wolverine. He smashes the Leopard, and his 2 heavy Arties take him out, which is beautiful. That was epic. And the enemy's doing counter battery on his Arties. And this is just a great guess on the part of the M41. That basically, I don't know if he was spotted, still lit up. He might have still been lit. To take a shot right there. So who is on cap? Here comes a Leopard. And the Leopard's dead. So he gets credit for that spotting damage. There's still somebody sitting up on cap, so he sees some stuff flying there. You can kind of see where he's at. See that little swirl of dirt right there? He's just got. Maybe that was just the wind blowing. And there he is. He's leaving his back end sticking out. The back end of that tank looks like old hot rods with a rumble seat in it. I believe that's a Bond tank, but it's a Panzer with a rumble seat in the back. And he's going back to the garage. Great place for him to be. Oh man, it cracks me up. Every time I see that tank, it's like, that's the goofiest looking tank. It doesn't look like a proper tank with that rumble seat in the back. I guess that's where the engine's at. I don't know. So his ELC, the enemy's ELC Biscuit just took out the Leopard, and he doesn't have the 90mm gun. That one actually had a fully traversable turret. So thank goodness he got that thing out of the game. So now it's just down to the two arties, and as you're about to see, they've come to center, and Possum is going to make a beat, trying to get over toward the airfield side, and usually they'll like to go sit in the corner. One of his teammates has invited him to platoon. Ooh, and there's the AMX. He's trying to get a shot on the AMX. Dips back into cover before he can get aimed in. Of course, why wouldn't he? He's full health. Possum decides he's going to go try to go after him. Damages his tank at the front. There's the M41 HMC. His teammate misses. Oh, nice hit. He's trying to see if he can get another shot on him. Get a. Ooh, he's just getting out of his range. See what I mean? Not having a turret. Oh, it's horrible. Another 54. And that M41 almost took him out. But Possum says thank you very much for playing today. And that's the game. Does a little victory spin. And then that's kind of funny because TDs like to do that. So non-turreted TDs, they always seem to do that when I play the game. Let's see what he did here on this map. He got first class mastery badge, fighter for 4 kills, and fire for effect. He did 1,795 damage by shooting his gun, 660 assist damage for 2455. He blocked 75, 4 kills. He killed the Chaffee, the PZ4, one of the ELC Bisses. And of course the HM41 HMC there at the end. So great game, man. So we're moving on to the Mountain Pass map here. And he's going to be bottom tier, and I believe this is a tier 5 to tier 7 match. And his team's going to spawn on the southeast side of this rascal. And when it gets going, he's going to head over to a bush right around, I don't know, H4. I'll mark it on the map, and he's going to allow his team to get some opening shots. Which is beautiful, man. Early damage is huge, man. It's a big deal. Because that could change the whole outcome of a game. People are less likely to maybe push as aggressively if you've already shaved off a nice chunk of their hit points. They'll play a little bit more conservative. So it's kind of a big deal. But he's got to push out in the open. This is where, if the enemy light tank is on point, man, he'll be spotting. He's trying to spot these guys as they cross right here. This is usually where the heavies get worked over trying to cross. And I know they're supposed to be doing some changes to this map here pretty soon. So he's going to get this bush right here. And there you go. Some opening spots right there. The T-3485 has got a pretty good chunk of his hit points shaved off. And like I said, Possum just hit him with this. Basically, this 90mm. He's like a TD. Wolverine's pulled back into cover. At this point, he's basically playing TD because the other in the SCOTUS spotting right now. Now he's just looking to see if he can get a shot on the Wolverine. It's like the M10 swung around from the bridge side. It's probably time for him to. It's gonna be time for him to move here in just a second. And there goes the Bishop. Ooh. Oh, he just hits the rock. Just misses it. I mean, just by hair, he misses that shot. He decides it's time to move. Looks like the Basato's coming over to actually be, he's a proper TD. He's looking at his teammates over on the 0 line. It's about to fall. That guy's pretty much by himself now with the STRV M42 and then the VZ44 pushing the heavy side pretty hard. The Panther is in the hurt locker. And Possum's coming here to try to help him out. He's going to try to climb these rocks. He's going to get up here, try to get some downward shots on these guys. Great spot too, by the way. Nice. Just get aimed in. Takes the shot. Oh, this thing had a little bit quicker reload. Bounces that shot. Still, though, that guy knows that there's somebody up here shooting, you know. It makes him hesitate. His team's down by 2. Possum's looks like he's gonna try to relocate. Panther's going back out into the field. Still down by 2. The teams are complaining about the quality of players. Possum's going to side scrape in the biscuit. He's telling his teammate, "Hey, man, back up, dude." Possum has decided it's time to relocate. Looking at the bridge, man, the bridge is wide open. The Grille is sitting duck. And he's dead, just like that, because here comes the VK 3001 Delta, the German Tier 7 medium. If you have gone down the leopard line, you've played that tank. It's a pretty good little medium tank, man. It's really good, actually. It's a lot of fun. It's very mobile. The gun is fairly accurate. It's just an all-around great medium tank. See what I mean? It's pretty quick. He just got smoked by a biscuit. So he just took out a tier 7 with one shot. He did one shot the guy, but still, the guy was just probably like, "Hey." Yeah, he just said hello to my little friend. Oh, I hate being on the receiving end of this gun. Ugh. That's some kind of Matrix move right there, Possum. You almost had it, man. Maybe if you had grousers on there, maybe you could have got a little bit more traction. And there you go. Mountain goated up here. This is a great little spot for a sneaky little TD. In this case, a sneaky little light tank. Here he comes. He's got about 600 and something hit points left. Already just starting to rain on the Panther. It's tied up 11-11. So they got 2 heavies and a medium and an arty left. Thunderbolt's coming over here to try to help. Thunderbolt's, well, the Panther's dead. The Thunderbolt's got about 260 hit points left. And Possum is trying to stay dark at the moment. This dude swings his gun around. He easily killed Possum. Oh, this is perfect. There you go. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Orangey just said nope. And the VZ just took out the Thunderbolt and just smoked Possum for 181 hit points. Possum's trying to get away from this dude. He's going to swing down here. I guess he's going to try to go dark. The dude's sitting on cap. So he got a heavy. His heavy. The Tiger 1 just took out the leaf blower at the enemy base. He's got a KV-1 SA. It looks like a Firefly to deal with. And that Firefly's got a 17-pounder gun, which is pretty good. Really good rate of fire. Does a lot of damage. And he does take out the Firefly, the premium Firefly. So now he's got a KV-1 SA sitting up here, and then Possum's got this VZ 44. And where is he? And there he is, looking straight at him. He hits the dirt, and Possum's gonna swing around. Beautiful. You better hurry up. That dude swings that turret around. Boom. Hits him for 263. He doesn't have the gun to pressure to hit Possum. It's kind of like an OI, but he takes him out, man. Great game, dude. Oh wow. It's like when you get up, you get up beside an OI, he can't hit you. Yeah. Great game, man. This thing only had a really traversable turret, man. It would be OP. But what a great game. So let's see what you got. Second class mastery badge, fire for effect. You got Orlix medal for destroying two tanks, a tier higher than his own. And then he got the defender medal for defending the base and resetting, hit cap points and all that. He did 800 damage, and then 165 assist damage for a combined 965 with 2 kills, 1 spot. He killed the VK-3001 Delta, the tier 7, and the VZ-44. And so, I mean, the thing is, it's like, he didn't, get Top Gun and all that, but he helped his team win. If he hadn't been there covering base, they would have lost. I kind of feel like they would have lost that game. So I don't know if I'm fairly confident that the Tiger wouldn't have enough time to get back over to reset base. They probably would have lost. So great job there, Possum, on that and holding the line, man, and securing that victory for your team. So that's what it's all about at the end of the day. I mean, we all want the big stats and stuff, but the win is what matters. And that's exactly what happened on both these games today. And his gameplay, I would say, directly contributed, was critical to the outcome of both of those games. So great job, buddy. Thank you for sending them to me, man. And y'all, I hope you enjoyed it. If it was complete garbage due to me, please consider leaving a thumbs up, a comment for Possum. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care and have a great day. Bye.